Hello guys, I hope you're doing okay wherever you are. I am Gislene, I'm from Brazil, but I'm currently living in Portugal. And I'm here today to introduce you to the Coffin Work project. Yes, I don't know if you have listened about it, but I believe you should come with us and learn a bit about this project. Coffin Work is a platform which aims to aggregate together people who want to change the world. You think it's a bit ambitious? Maybe, but I'm pretty sure that there are a lot of people who believe that we may change the world, may evolve as human beings. And this is why we create the Coffin Work project. So the first thing I should let you know is that this project, Coffin Work, has born from my doctoral dissertation, which means that it is grounded on scientific basis. And I must say, as a researcher from social sciences and humanities, yes, this is science. So the second point I must highlight is Coffin Work aims to ask people to rethink the way they work and how they see work. And our ground on ergology helps us to understand what we mean by that. Pay attention, we're not denying that economic view of work or the juridic view of work are not important. What we're saying is work goes beyond that. And ergology helps us to understand that because for ergological perspective or from ergology, work is an activity, a human activity, what means that we are putting a big part of ourselves when we're doing something. So the next time you follow some prescription or when you see that somebody is asking you to do something, think, you're doing that in which way? This is about work. You are choosing why you are doing that and how you're doing that. Even if you have to follow some rules, the way you look to that rules will change every time you have to think and live that. This is why we argue that work is a very important path in our definition about values and worldviews. Yes, because the way we work defines the way we see the world. If you're not happy or if you're not really engaged on your activity, you will feel that in other dimensions of your life. Yes, exactly. Because, if you're not good, you will reproduce that in other dimensions of your life, in your family, it will appear in your health. And now we're talking about coronavirus. And think, if you're not living in something that you want to do, how dramatic is that? Not in a good way. So imagine if you're doing that for years in your life, and not because it's a crisis situation, but it's because you choose to do that. How that imply in your life? So as you may see, we try to understand work in a largest way. And we believe that it's a very interesting tool or very interesting ground to put the future of work. Because there are a lot of people talking about future of work, but can we talk about work as the same way we talk about work today? If we think from the time, we're just putting the focus on the technology, or we're just putting the focus on the process or on the organizations, forgetting that are people who are building all those things. And even that people, when we work and we usually put all those things aside and just reproduce this perspective which sees work as a very productive, very mechanical way. And we must go beyond that. For sure, you have listened something about innovation and new technologies, artificial intelligence, all those things that might be coming to take our work. Take it easy. I don't think that will happen soon. But whenever, the point here is, if we see a work just as a mechanical thing, maybe it is a mechanical thing that might be replaced by machines. But I'm not here to talk or to scare anybody. I'm just here to make you think about your work in this dimension of yourself. What makes your work being special, and how this work are making you what you are. So another point that's very important to rethink the work is communication. And this project, Coffin Work, is based on the understanding of communication as a process. What it means? It means that we understand communication much more than just as a department or a tool or something like that. Communication is about sending messages and receiving messages and interpreting messages, and all this process without stopping. And we are creating all this reality around us based on this message sent, message received, and interpreted. So communication is about listen, is about to understand, is about to interpret. And here we talk about communication on that grounds. Finally, I must say that Coffin Work is a platform made from people. So we have researchers who are working with us. It was not just me. We have people who are interacting with us in our social media accounts. And we are people who are sending us all different kinds of messages. And we're trying to build all these things together. But we want more and more people working with us and helping us, as well as we help them to think about communication and work. So please check our website www.coffinwork.net and come with us, join us, and let us know what you think about all those things. And also know all the work of our researchers, our partner researchers, who are working with us to understand how work is from a technological perspective, or from an entrepreneurial perspective, or even an inclusive perspective. We need rethink work, we need rebuild organizations, we need understand ourselves as human beings differently if we want to build a different future. So I hope you join us in our social media, here in YouTube, in our website. I hope to listen for you soon. I hope you're doing okay and you still will be healthy and okay, whatever you are. See you soon.